It was at a gathering of white women when this gathering of the waters first came to pass. White women in a second wave of gender self-awareness, awakening, connecting, making new meaning, shifting the old ethos. The solidarity of these white women was reflected in the waters each brought, waters that became a liquid harmony of each sweet voice and intention. Today we gather as a community of humans in a new wave of gender and racial awareness, awakening, connecting, making new meaning, shifting the old ethos. Today, we seek more than solidarity and harmony. We seek inclusion. We seek mutuality. We seek reconciliation. We seek justice for all people. Today, may our gathering of the waters reflect the gathering of our collective courage in the service of the grace and love that is promised by our liberal faith. As is our custom, if you'd like to come and light a candle for a joy, a challenge, or just to bring more light into this room, please do so while we sit in stillness listening to the prelude. Please rise in body or spirit for our chalice lighting and spoken affirmation. Our chalice lighting this morning was written by Katie Sivani Gelfond, titled The Spirit of Water. We light this chalice as a symbol of reunion. We reunite in this sanctuary to share the flow of our hearts with one another. We gather together in ritual to celebrate our fountains of joy, to hold each other through storms of grief, to guide one another through rapids of transformation, to rest together on ponds of stillness. Together we honor the spirit of water, its many forms, and its life-giving essence. Join me as together we remind ourselves of the affirmation that is a cornerstone of our free faith tradition. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, and to help one another. We light this peace candle to remind us of all the places in the world where there is no peace. Join me in the words now on the screen. Lead me from death to life, from falsehood to truth. Lead me from despair to hope, from fear to trust. Lead me from hate to love, from war to peace. Let peace fill our hearts, our world, our universe. You may be seated.
Hi, I'm Don Mathis. I want a poem like water. I want a poem like the marriage of hydrogen and oxygen. I want a poem like an hour in the shower. I want a poem like the air before a rainstorm. I want a poem like clouds large as the sky racing across the earth. I want a poem like sheets of rain like silver. I want a poem like a river in flood. I want a poem like droplets of water on bare branches sparkling like diamonds. I want a poem like a rainbow. I want a poem like an enveloping fog. I want a poem like a walk in the snow. I want a poem like ice skating. I want a poem like the sweat of the dance. I want a poem like a cool drink of water. Oh, man. I want a poem like a refreshing swim on a hot day. I want a poem like water skiing. I want a poem like the wet pants of mirth. I want a poem like the roll of the ocean. I want a poem like water. Water celebration gives us a chance to reflect on water, a water reflection. Marla will pour a little water from the previous years into our common container. For anyone that forgot to bring water this morning, there's a pitcher of water that you can use. So, starting on my right and circling to your left, if you feel comfortable, bring your water. Share your story about where it came from, why it's meaningful to you. Who's first?
Starting over here. And then circling around. I had the good fortune of going to Santa Fe for family reunion and brought back water. Also, family reunion. The rest of my family went to.
All right.
This came from the Wisconsin River north of Madison.
Anybody else want to do one with your water? Water here, though, for that. Back over here.
We used to travel a lot. Since the pandemic. We haven't been away from home very far. So this is from 2313 Wilson in Durant.
Madison Blue River from the same tap as Mary's.
I didn't know the plan ahead for a procedure I had done Wednesday, and I wasn't allowed to use my left hand for 24 hours. I realized suddenly I could not just pour myself a glass of water. So a couple of friends brought me water with flip-top lids where I could actually have something to drink.
I appreciate the gift of this water, and with it I bring memories of my recent trip back home to Washington, hiking the Snohomish River estuary on a rainy day, forging through nettles and blackberry bushes. It was fabulous. I loved it.
I bring you water from Red River, the church I love.
I bring plain old purified drinking water that I have the privilege of having access to any time that I need it.
This is water from Sweden Hospital College.
I remembered to bring water this morning. It would have been from the pure filtered water in the filter tap in my kitchen in McKinney. I have lived happily now for a year.
This is filtered water from my tap at my sink.
I didn't bring water because I just flat out forgot that Tupperware was a thing until Doug just reminded me. So I would have brought some if my brain worked. But I'm glad to be sharing this morning with no thoughts in my head with all of you.
Okay.
This water is so special. I went to Berkeley, California last month. I went to the home of a little girl that lived there 50 years ago. And she's going to be our next president. Yeah, this is from the spigot from the house of the little house on 54 Women.
And mine's from the fountains of my cats. They decided to donate some water. Anyone else want to bring up some water?
Oh yeah, the water. I got some water from the Pacific. It was beautiful. But then I got to the Eel River in Northern California, and I dumped out the ocean water and filled it up with the river water. And then when I got to Kamala Harris's house, I dumped that and filled up that water. But I've always loved rivers. The adage, "You can't step in the same river twice," makes me reflect on Walt Whitman's advice to read these leaves in the open air every season of every year. Because when you read them again, you're a different person. The same it is for the river. And rivers are like trails. Waterways were the byways in early America. The Erie Canal connected the east to the Great Lakes. The acequias in San Antonio would carry the water from the river headwaters to the farms and fields, and they would carry the heavy stones on little boats to build the missions. Other streams would power the wheels to run the mills, and the mills would turn cotton into fabric, the same cotton that was nourished by rainwater. And those same streams would carry the boats of cloth to the markets in the cities, and then the ships would carry the products from cities to other cities on the ocean water. The rain that waters the cotton also waters our crops. The rain will water the plants that feed our livestock, and in turn, feed us. Rain. Yes, rain. Did you ever listen to the rain? I did. And this is what it told me. I am rain. I shall not be contained. When it's time to go, I will flow. Just when you think you can restrict me, you'll find you can't predict me. The cycle of water begins as rain, as I beat mountains into plains. I will burst your levees on the way to the seas. You build dams to make me stay. Ha! I merely go around the spillway. Not even the oceans can make me remain, for I will evaporate, come down again as rain. That rainwater can cause a lot of water damage. There may be high water at the low water crossing. Some people don't worry about the water pollution from the water runoff. They may think it's just water over the dam. But when the seawater floods the coastline, cars and houses are swept away underwater. I like the rainwater. I like the spring water. I like water music. I like watercolors. I like listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival. I put on some Muddy Waters and I drink some bourbon and water. And I like to eat watermelon. After service, I'm going to get a water burger. It makes my mouth water. Then I'll wash it down with a cool drink of ice water. I've got a water softener. It goes to my water heater for my bath water. I go to my water closet and I use my water pick and rinse with tap water. I flush my toilet water and drain the dishwater. Makes my water meter go round and around. And then I get my water bill. And that's my Waterloo. I'm glad the water board has a water filter on the water tower. We can have clean water whenever we want. The water table is not high enough for everyone to have a water well. But if we conserve water, we can create a water surplus and prevent a water shortage. If everyone was a water saver, we may avert the next water crisis. Many people believe water will wash your sins away. They get baptized or sprinkled with holy water. Jesus could walk on the water. He could turn water into wine. My kind of guy. Moses parted the waters of the Red Sea. When the Egyptians followed him, they went to a watery grave. And who could forget about Noah and the flood? Dan will play a song.
Which one?
I think.
Shall we gather at the river?
Shall we
He
gather
skipped
at the
other
river?
one.
Oh. like to go to the water park. I play water polo. I slip down the water slide or have a squirt battle with a water gun by the water fountain. Or I go to the wilderness and I cool off in the mountain water. I play in a waterfall or water ski in the water reservoir. But if I see a water moccasin, I know I'm in hot water. Somebody gave me the advice to never buy a boat. You should just rent a boat. If you have a motorboat, you can't take it in the rapids. A canoe is useless in the ocean. A yacht will cost you in maintenance, transportation, insurance, storage. But if you just rent a boat, you will have a different watercraft at the narrow river, at the wide lake, at the deep sea, and the shallow stream. And you won't have to haul it or house it with a trailer or worry about theft or deal with repairs. I want a blue boat. I love to swim. The feeling of floating in a natural body of water cannot be surpassed on the planet. I love the way the currents comb my hair. I relish the way water gently caresses my body and its soft cleaning of my skin. It frees me, and it's the best exercise. What therapy! More than half our bodies are water. My friend Tom Keene reflects on this in his poem called Mostly Water. Mostly, we are water, taking on its ways, appearing so solid, stable as mountain glaciers, seeming so fluid, rivers, lakes, seas, feeling misty, clouds, fog, vapor, We are water and more. We are life and love flowing out of and into all that is and is not. In a yes that sets us free. In a yes that sets us free. Nothing can quench your thirst like water. Water provides as much cleansing action when you drink it as when you bathe in it. What's more, you can wash your vegetables with it. You can cook your meals with it, cook with it, and when you're done, you can clean your dishes with it. More than 70% of the earth is covered in water. Plants grow in it, fish swim in it, and these plants, these fish, this water nourishes our body. Water, along with fire, earth, and air, is one of the elements of life. Water, like fire, can warm you, like air can cool you, and like earth can support you. Water, refreshing water. Water Week in the spring is a national policy event that draws together water professionals from across the country to advocate for the unique needs of drinking water and clean water utilities. August was National Water Quality Month. It's a time to celebrate water recreational activities and a reminder to protect our sources of clean water. Safe Water September raises awareness and funds for safe drinking water in remote corners of the world. World Water Monitoring Day aims to increase the public awareness for water monitoring, recognizing the importance of protecting the world's water resources. In October 17th, Imagine a Day Without Water. That's a national education campaign that brings together diverse participants to highlight how water is essential and valuable and in need of investment. But I celebrate water every day, every month, all year. So I would like to offer my water blessing. Let me receive the waters as they flow from the source, and let me set free the water when it's time for it to go. I want to flow on the stream of new adventures and relish the excitement when it comes, and find calm in the still water when it comes. I will change my boat for the deep ocean, for the white water, for the wide river as need be, and I will do it willingly until my journey's end. Thank you.
So the bowl awaits, or you may donate online. I invite you to rise in body or spirit for the closing words, benediction, and extinguishing the chalice. May the firmness of the earth be yours. May the flow of the water be yours. May the freedom of the air be yours. May the fierceness of the fire be yours. May all the gifts of this life, the below and the above, be with you now and remain with you always. Please join me in saying the words to extinguish our chalice. Excuse me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go in peace, return in love, but please remain seated for the postlude.